Students, today we will discuss the planets. So we will discuss about the Earth first. Our planet, the Earth. The Earth is the third planet from the Sun. That means if the Sun's position is here, our Earth is in the third position. Here it is Earth. So from the Sun, Earth is the third position and fifth largest in the solar system. So in the solar system, 8 planets are there, as I said earlier. So from these 8 planets, Earth is the fifth largest. So it is the fifth largest. And it is the largest in the inner planets. So in the inner planets, we discussed earlier that Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. So these 4 planets are there and Earth is the largest here in the inner planets. And it is the uniqueness of the Earth that the life can possible on Earth only. That means every kind of life, human, animals, other creatures, so all possible only on the Earth. So it is the uniqueness of the Earth that we can live here. Now, what is the uniqueness? So this uniqueness are, it is the best location from the Sun. That means the distance from the Sun to Earth, it is the best location. Favorable environmental conditions. That means the environment, trees and atmosphere. So these all the things are in a condition that we can survive here. The life can survive. The rotation of the Earth, that means the moving. The Earth moves like that on its axis. Suppose this is Earth and this is the axis, so it moves like that. So it is called rotation, and when it moves around the Sun, it is called revolution. So on its axis, so when it comes before the Sun, it is day, and this side it is night. So the temperature between day and night is tolerable because of this rotation of the Earth. That means if daytime temperature is high, when it goes to night, it becomes cool. So it is adjustable. A favorable temperature for the existence of life. That means if the temperature is high, the life cannot exist, and if it is less, then also the life cannot exist. If it increases or decreases 10% only, so a huge part of the Earth we cannot, or the life cannot exist. The range of temperature on the surface of the Earth, this is the surface of the Earth. Water can remain in its 3 forms. One is ice, another water and vapor. So these three, in the 3 forms we get water. The presence of adequate water in the ocean. We know that a large amount or huge amount of water we find in the ocean, which provides the ideal conditions for the origin and evolution of life. That means throughout the year we find water in the ocean and it becomes water vapor, then again in the form of precipitation, that means in the form of rain it comes, so that the life is possible here. The presence of an atmosphere which protects the earth from harmful ultraviolet. So in the surface, this surface, what is there? It is atmosphere. So many layers are there. It is called atmosphere. We will discuss afterwards. So this atmosphere protects us from the ultraviolet radiation which comes from the sun. So it is protecting us. And oxygen is also there in the atmosphere. If oxygen would not be there, then we cannot live. So this oxygen helps us for our surviving. The earth is the only planet in the solar system which is named after a mythological deity, that means after the god. The symbol of our planet is a circle containing two lines perpendicular to each other. That means two lines are there, one line and two lines. These two lines intersecting, and one is called equator. This line is called equator, and this line is called prime meridian. So these things we will discuss afterwards. So these are the two lines. One line is called equator, another line is called prime meridian. When astronauts first saw the earth from the space, it looked blue in color. Why it is blue? Because of the presence of water all over it. That means in all the parts water is there. So because of more water, it looks like blue color. So the earth is also called watery planet. So it is also called watery planet, the earth's name, another name. Or blue planet also, it is also called blue planet. In earlier times, people thought that the earth was flat in size. It was flat. Actually, the earth is not a perfect sphere. Earth is not a perfect sphere. That means it is not fully round shape. It is not fully round shape. It is not spherical in shape. Aristotle and Copernicus declared that the earth is spherical in shape. So Aristotle and Copernicus, they declared that earth is spherical, that means round in shape. Actually, the earth is not a perfect sphere. It is not perfect. Due to the rotation of the earth, it is slightly bulging at the equator. So I told you that this is equator and this equator is little bulging. That means it is not spherical, it is little down here and it is little down here. That means from both the sides it is bulging. It is not round. So slightly bulging. Thus its equatorial diameter is about 44 km more than its polar diameter. So it is called polar diameter. So this polar diameter is little less and this is 44 km more than this prime meridian. So this prime meridian is little smaller and it is little bigger. The distance is more here because of this bulging of the equator. Alright.